We're going to finish it off today, and let's get into it as soon as it loads up. What I'll do first of all, actually, we will be starting from save slot 12, but I did actually teach Virion. I taught him Ultima, and I thought it'd be worthwhile just showing that off because I feel like it is a pretty important spell to the story. It'd be a shame if I just did that off stream, right? So yeah, this is just showing off that I removed silence, and we went down to that ultimate tone. There you are. So yeah, right. So let's get into it. So again, let's turn to the title screen, and then we'll get started properly. And yeah, I did level it up to level 6 as well off stream. Right, so for those who are unfamiliar with what happened last time, we the encounters here are actually a little bit tougher now. Now that we've dealt with the cyclone, but yeah, we dealt with the cyclone. We learnt that the Emperor, we defeated the Emperor, and Leon, our brother at the start, has taken over. Maria's brother. Hey, Cricken. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Keacher. How's it going? Welcome in, guys. Final Fantasy 2 Fantasy Strikes Back, pretty much. So the Leon has taken over, and let's see what's going on. We were saying that Paul knew how to get into the Emperor's Palace of Palamecia. Yeah, hope you guys are all doing good today. Hello. Let's see what Sid has to say. Yeah, hope you guys are doing good today. How's it going? Hey, Penny. Welcome in. I'm a mess is what I am. Woohoo! Yeah, ship's come okay. Yeah, welcome into Final Fantasy 2 finale. Whoa. And I think I mentioned at the first stream, this is how you're chatting up Sid. Well, unfortunately, as I was saying earlier, this is Final Fantasy Game of Thrones, and yes, Sid is the latest of our victims. Or the game's victims, the Empire's victims. Is it kite to land on my roof? Okay, well, let's go use that airship to get into the Emperor. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Do you go footy? I didn't do footy this weekend. Yeah, the reason it's an hour later stream was because it is United v Newcastle in the League Cup final, so we won, which is good. Yeah, I've not played this. I've not played. For a while, actually. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not good enough to play for United just yet. Yeah, there's actually some really cool music coming up as well. Yeah, so these are pretty much going to be we've got like 3 major dungeons to do and a couple of mini side quests. Let's see how we get on. But we finally get the airship. Now, hey Zero, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, originally there was an airship theme composed for FF2, but we didn't put it into this game. But yeah, you can listen to it on YouTube. There's one theme that got reused in Final Fantasy VI, and another, I think it's a battle theme that didn't get used. Yeah, no airship theme. I think it's to make it sound a bit more bleak. I should say, actually, if you want a complete your bestiary, you want to search for sandworms, and there's another enemy around here as well, like at Scissor Jaws, I think they're called, in the desert. I did that off stream. I'll show off the bestiary after, but we'll dive straight into it. Yeah, that's right, Cricken. Yeah, it's just sort of a do 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 do, pretty much that. Hope you're doing well, Zero. Really appreciate the OST because of Theatre Rhythm. Yeah, I think Theatre Rhythm might have, because they really did a really good job with the music remixes and these pixel remasters. It's very impressive. I do also have a bit of a cold coming on, so if I mute up randomly, that's why. But yeah, there's some really cool music coming up in the final dungeon. I was actually really impressed, as I had it on to get my a new pen, and as it came on, it took me by surprise. You'll know when you hear it. I didn't want her to use fire. Hopefully, yeah. But Final Fantasy II introduced quite a few things. It is the first appearance of the Chocobos, first appearance of Cid. The Beavers were originally going to be, if not Moogles, a sort of Moogle-esque creature. But those got relegated off. Those got introduced in Final Fantasy III. Remember pre-COVID how annoying kills were? I mean, it's pecking my head pretty much now, actually. That was the thing. You know what? It sort of does look like the thing, doesn't it? I remember watching the Justice League, isn't it? Yeah, I remember watching the Justice League. Movie. No, Fantastic Four. Yeah, and I think everybody was saying it's shit, but I thought it was alright, but I guess I was a bit younger then. Yeah, it do pretty much look like look like Moogles minus a pom-pom. I guess sort of similar to the naming ways as well, the naming ways. Yeah, it's I mean, I can't remember too much of it, but I remember enjoying it. But yeah, I probably won't bother rewatching it. Hey, Standby, how's it going? Welcome in. You eager beavers. go, get me my hourglass. And thanks for the shout outs as well, guys. Yeah, I had that. Do you know that Peter Kay sketch with the biscuit and the brew? I had that horrible moment yesterday where I was eating a nice biscuit, or nice biscuit, and I went and sort of like stacked two of them together to dip into the coffee, and then one of them broke apart, and I was like, oh, fuck's sake. I tried desperately to scoop it out, but I failed. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll have to just drink half his coffee with some soggy biscuit out of the bottom. Yeah, but not the other soggy biscuit, the actual biscuit sogginess. And hey JT, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good today. We're going to be finishing off Final Fantasy 2. Got some garlic to keep away any vampires. And yeah, I hope you're doing good today. Yeah, this map is really handy for figuring out where you need to go. I don't remember finding this place too tough, to be honest. There were some pretty difficult mini-bosses in the next dungeon. And yeah, I was actually completing the bestiary off stream as well. And there's one enemy, the Iron Giant, that took me quite a while to find. We got it in the end. I actually pre-recorded the Iron Giant, so I'll show that off on stream as well. How many biscuits should one have with a couple? Like, what's the point? I know, right? It's I think I tend to have too many biscuits, to be honest. I like to go for either 3 or 5, and typically I go for 5. I accept that I'm probably on the Hey Asper, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. I guess it depends on the biscuit as well, right? Like I do like to like rich tea biscuits, and everybody's like, oh, that's the most boring biscuit ever. I'm like, well, I'm a pretty boring guy. But because they're so thin, I sort of go for 5 and then end up having about 10. Because I am naughty like that. Oh, nice you do some Dream Daddy. How are you finding it? Have you met Rob yet? Yeah, I feel like 5's a good number to go for. Yeah, at this point, folks, I'm just auto-battling, if I'm being honest. Once you start, man, the sugar sucks you in. It does. It's, Yeah, some of these enemies can hit pretty hard. I am wary that Firion's pretty low on health. Or maybe not pretty low. Yeah, actually, because I spent so much time fighting, searching for this, I don't think Asper's streamed it yet, possibly, I hope so. No, we're not grinding right now, we'll be finishing the game. Yeah, I hope he does Dream Daddy today. Kratos is definitely... If you're fucking Kratos, man, And then FF3. The next stream, yeah, we will do Final Fantasy 3 as the next Final Fantasy, but we're gonna start Tales of Symphonia next. You want the daddy? I do. Also looked over and saw my coffee mug is surprisingly and disappointingly empty. Is that via the new remaster? I don't know if it's a new one. What I bought it a couple of years ago on Steam. It's actually really cheap as well. And yeah, did a quick test of it. I guess we'll actually focus on this one. I guess he's going to use magic. So it all runs well and stuff. Okay, so yeah, I've heard sort of mixed things about the new one. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm sort of glad that I've gone for the older one. Just because, you know, you don't want it to mess up, or I don't want it to. You know, I want it to run smooth, I guess. As I know when I was doing Grandia 2, I actually had to put it to a previous version just so that it'd run alright. Okay. We're all good to go. Oh yeah, I also leveled up Drain and Osmos off stream. I can curse it. Nice. Yeah, and we got our sword leveled up, and we get the Thunder Spear as well. We'll pop that on our buddy Dragoon, Ricard. First Dragoon in the series, actually. Okay, let's get out of there. Yeah, FF3, I'll do the with Final Fantasy 3, I was actually going to do the Pixel Remaster version, and then after, because I imagine FF3 should take me again like 5 streams, sort of like FF2, maybe 6. Oh shit. Yeah, so that's actually what I get for not curing myself earlier. So I was going to do the Pixel Remaster version, and then I was going to do the 3D Remaster version that came out on DS and Vita. And the 3D version, so the original version that the Pixel Remaster is based off, it doesn't give the characters any names or story. In a way, it's a step back from FF2, but in many regards, it's a step up from FF2. We'll discuss that later. But yeah, the 3D remaster does add a bit of a backstory. Nothing too intense, but yeah, maybe we can also go through it using different jobs as well. Hey Sitmuse, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hey Alexa, how's it going? Hi, he said very cautiously. Hi Alexa, how's it going? Welcome on in. Sit down. Check out me beaver. No need to be cautious here. Hey Sitmuse, how's it going? Welcome on in. Hey Armour. Do I have an evil variant called Jeff Garden? He's the good variant, actually. Yeah. You're a Stitch. Yeah, because they call me a Lilo. I'm not being mean. I just welcomed him, didn't I? Yeah, Final Fantasy 3 is a bit more similar to FF1 in a weird way. In that it has a job system, but unlike FF1, you can swap between the jobs. It's pretty interesting. It does have a bit more plot than FF. Oh, nice, dragon armor. I don't want to give it to... Okay, I guess there's no harm in its evasion, is there? Being high on sugar. Jeff needs an Amazon Alexa so we can set it off whenever Alexa enters chat. No, I'm not bullying. Hey Ash, how's it going? I'm coming in. Right, okay, let me try and do my Bane voice. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. Hi, Alexa. It's so good to see you. Sorry, that does not sound like Bane at all. I do apologise, Alexa. I'm Tom Hardy. Oh, Alexa, you've come and descended upon my realm of shadows. For you. It will be very welcoming for you. I'm scared. Don't be scared. But yeah, welcome in everybody. Hope you're all doing good today. Yeah, we're going to be finishing off FF2. One thing I will say is if you see a cockatrice, get rid of it. Because it can turn you to stone. Bloody acorn. You know what, the acorns in Link's Awakening are awful. Like, they're good because they raise your defense. I think they double it, right? But they turn the music from the, like, dungeon music to this annoying loop. I don't know whether it's still in the Switch remakes, but if I was remaking Link's Awakening, that would be the first thing to go. They're nuts. Sounds like how a peanut isn't a nut. It's bananas, B-A-M-A-M-A-S. Asper, my real name is Siri. Looks for the nearest exit. No. Alexa, you're safe. Keep your grubby bits on. Oh. I love Link's Awakening. It's yeah, I had a great time with it as a kid. Jeff is the ultimate hollaback girl. Ain't no hollaback girl. I wouldn't hollaback girl. I would. Okay. I think Stone Golem is weak to Scourge. Poison. Guess we'll find out. Apparently Hollaback Girl is a song about Courtney Love, really? You stop with the Slaughter Glot. Link's Awakening makes it. Yeah, it's a very sad story, isn't it? I think that's one thing I do like about it, how it's sort of quite charming, quite playful, almost childish at first. Like you go around with a Bow Wow. You've got all the little Nintendo references, but behind it, it's got quite a deep story, right? I do not keep laughing my head off at it. Stone Golem is weak to the mainstream opinion of 2000's Fantastic Four film. Yeah, shit. You shit, you golem. Painting are you eating? I guess Courtney was talking shit about Gwen Stefani, so she wrote a song about how she's not gonna holler back. Right, okay. It's like, what was that song where, you know what, I can't even remember who sang it, but it came #1 and it's like, fuck you. And it's about a guy who cheated, or I think his girlfriend cheated or something. And then I think his partner, or his ex-partner, she wrote a song, or he wrote a song, I can't remember which order it was, called Fuck You Right Back, which also got #1. I can't even remember how it goes, I just remember I liked it. But it is very naughty language. It wasn't CeeLo Green, although that's a cracking song. I feel like the only thing that disappointed me is finding out CeeLo Green's a bit of a dick. But I do like Gnarls, well, CeeLo and CeeLo as Gnarls Barkley as well. I see you driving round town with a girl I love, and she's like, fuck you. Yeah, so these curls that we're up against, they can stun you. Actually, best use Basuna there. Lamia can confuse you, and we do have a one-hit kill as well. So let's sort this out. Filipino sour broth and Watsons. I enjoy that. Okay. Let's raise these guys up. Okay, well, thankfully they got paralysed. Let's get rid of these guys first. Well, you know, I like it when things get a little bit hairy. It keeps it sleeping. Keeps it a bit more intense. Hey, welcome in, Spagdab. How's it going? I reckon first FF3 playthrough is going to be super long if it's got no name story. Super short, sorry. It's, I mean, the story that's added to the 3D remake, it's not, like, spectacular. And it does have story. It's just the characters are a bit... yeah, compared to, like, FF2, the characters are a bit bland. But again, if you're comparing it to FF1, it's sort of comparable. I do like the world building to it. They still call me Spag. Okay, welcome on in, Spag. Hope you do well. How's Last of Us 2 going? Yeah, we're just hopefully finishing up FF2 today. Damn it, guys, I'm dipping. Yeah, dipping. So I think the DS version will take slightly longer, but not considerably longer. So I'm between playing that and watching Series 1B. Right. Yeah, I've not watched any of the Last of Us movies, series. I've heard it's really good though. So think here we just want to go into this room. I don't mind wood golem because it goes down pretty easy. Yeah, I never completed Last of Us, but I did get the collector's edition back in the day on PS3. And it's definitely one that we will get to at some point. Oh, you think of replaying the final PS5 version? I see. No, fair enough. Don't fight as many enemies. Yeah, that's true. I think they could only get a maximum of 4 on the DS version, but I do think they make them tougher. I think there is some sort of balancing out. Is it great? Yeah, I've heard really good things about it, to be fair. And it's interesting, actually, because a couple of my friends, or one of my friends' dad's watching it as well, and he's not really into games or anything, but he's really enjoying it. Yeah, it's... I think eventually we'll want to go through all of the Final Fantasy games. Have you played FF2 before? Some nice HP games there. I think we're all done. Yeah, so I've only got 2 more chests to get. Not bad at all. Yeah, some of these last dungeons can be a bit of a maze. And Maria's doing alright for HP, you know. I've really not been... I think because Firion, because I've focused on getting his evasion up, his HP's probably not risen as much because he's not gotten hit as much. Bats is in FF5. Yeah, in FF3, it's got the Onion Knights, or the Onion Kids. And in the remake, they give them names. I think it's Lunath Ark. Forgot what the... Raphia and Ingus, I think. Could be mistaken. Card rocking is best Batman cosplay. I don't know whether you've seen the NES original. Yeah, Maria's alright as a healer. I've actually got as a Black Mage in this version. Yeah, I think hopefully sooner we'll get rid of that confusion. Nice. Yeah, so in the original, was it the fan translation of Final Fantasy V, they called him Butts. I don't know whether that's how you'd sort of directly translate or transliterate the Japanese, but... Yeah, welcome in, Cumber. Hope you're doing well. Am I willing to pay that what? Yeah, I think a lot of people have sort of been, you know, wondering that whether they want to pay so much to replay a game. Okay, let's get rid of those cockatrices first. Nice. You'd give your kidney to play Quest 64. All right. Yeah, if you go fill out a form, I can get that sorted for you. Armor, and yeah, I'll give you Quest 64. Get near the end of Sunset Overdrive. Slightly annoyed as a achievement didn't ping for you as it should. You know what? I was pretty, well, maybe not scared, but yeah, I was getting all of the achievements in FF2 off stream, and yeah, one of them didn't pop up until after I beat a battle. It's for like getting a spell to level 16. I'll explain how I did that off stream after the stream. No ping is not peg. And We Love Katamari is coming to Switch. Nice. Are you gonna grab that, Penny? I know you're a big Katamari fan, right? See the kings, because I think Jasmine was saying you could play as a king, right? And all his knobhead glory. Sunset Overdrive. For collectibles, hitting 40 graffiti spots. Apparently, it's another. Oh, that's a shame. He did. Not sure which game. Right. Yeah, I hope you enjoy. You love Katamari? I'll try to pronounce my T's in future. Yeah, this music's so good. Wait, you play as a... I think you can do. You'll probably have to ask Jasm if he pops by. Because I think he's the one who mentioned it. But, you know, I don't want to say you can, in case you can't, in which case do not blame me. Playable Elvis. Sorry, that sounded more like Goofy. Oh, guys, I saw another... Oh, Jasm! Yeah, Jasm, sit down, stop typing, Jasm. We need to ask you a vital question. Before I get blamed. Jasm, right, fingers on your keyboard. Jasm. Can you play as a king in the new Katamari? My pride. My... What's it? Yes, phew. Good. See, guys, I wasn't lying. They can't blame me. Yeah, what's I gonna say then before I got distracted? Oh yeah. Right, so I saw another Goofy comic on Twitter that really made me laugh. Goofy, the Disney character, right? And one of my it's when listening to Eminem. There's a line that's always made me laugh, and it's like, Dr. Dre said, "Nothing, you idiot, Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my mum's basement," or something along those lines. And I saw on Twitter this clip of Goofy standing sort of menacingly over Donald Duck, and he stood there, and it's got in text, Dr. Dre said, and then the next scene is Goofy leaning over at Donald Duck, spitting. And it's like, "No, you idiot, Dr. Dre's dead." It just made me laugh. Gosh! How do you say it in French? Gosh! Hey, Jal, how's it going? I'm coming in. Bonjour! Gosh! Yeah. So, yeah, if anybody ever sees a Goofy comic, do let me know. Hope you're doing well today, Jal. How goes Theatre Ribbon? Going good, quite happy. Yeah, Jeff's very good today. Yeah, United won the League Cup final against Newcastle, so... Oh gosh! Oh man, Goofy's the best. Trust me, if we ever do Kingdom Hearts, I said you Watchmen. You know what? Watchmen, as in the, is it DC, the film and the, yeah, that's the one comic that I ever bought and read and enjoyed. Well, you know, I've read other comics and stuff, but like in adulthood, because I really enjoyed the film. So it is Alan. Oh, what's his name now? Dead famous, isn't he? For I think he's done a lot of stuff. But yeah, I actually bought a book by him as well called Jerusalem. I think over 1 million words or something. It came in 3 books. Alan Moore, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it, Watchmen? I really enjoyed it. And I'm not like a big comic book guy. Like I've seen a few films and stuff, but yeah, I was very impressed with it. Should read a Ballad of Halo Joe's. Okie dokie. Sorry, I feel like I've missed some chat goshing on about United. Both teams of cards United. No, two Cumber. Manchester United, I should say. Donald is so annoying in Kingdom Hearts. Right. As I say, Donald is a dick. He slapped me in Disneyland Paris. And the reason he slapped me is because, okay, fine, I was going on a French trip, but I couldn't understand French. I don't know what no entry means, right? So I wandered into a staff only area. Don't ever do that because you just see, you get your world ruined seeing Goofy taking his head off. And then Donald Duck's coming up to me, slapping me. I was like, well, it's like, Donald Duck. Yeah. I have news of how the fuck did I do Miss Variety, and I'm super sure. Oh, what good news was it? Donald Fuck. It is Donald Fuck. It's a graphic novel, comic. My apologies. That sounds more like Gollum. Well, yeah, I'm not a voice actor, am I? Someone said sans issue. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go. Let's go fight the new Emperor. So, yeah, for those who don't know, Maria's brother, Leon, he declared himself Emperor. And Leon was the one who's with us right at the start of the game, and we got separated. Sorted out your mum's pays, and only paying for what I need as well. Now I pay less a month, and now I kinda own a PS5. Ciao. Well done. No, nice one. Yeah, it feels good once you've treated yourself right, and no, fair play. And hope you enjoy the PS5. I think I'm gonna grab myself a PS5 at some point for FF16. Specifically for that, and the FF7 remakes and stuff. But what's this? Donald Duck, yay, nay. Who the fuck has voted yay? Alright, guys, I know these are supposed to be anonymous, but I want names to vote. Who has voted for, right, okay, Cricken. Why? 330 quid? Gonna have to start an OnlyFans. What's in that collector's edition? It better come with fucking salad. So, yeah, as I say, tomatoes are worth more than gold at this time. Okay, let's speak to Leon. Okay, 4 yays, 4 nays. First Phoenix statute. The Ifrit Phoenix statue. Ah. You mean resume? You mean resume? Yeah, I'd resume my OnlyFans. Yeah, it's a statue that rises the price up. Right. Weak words from a week. Oh, gosh. Gosh. Do you know what rules the world? You know the rules, and so do I. Power. Gosh, power. The Imperial fuck. Sorry. OnlyFans is my resume. That's true. That's true. I start an OnlyFans and post pictures of a PS5 about its faceplates. A week on not survive. How many lives did the rebels throw away? Goofy sounds like Bane. My Goofy does not sound like Bane. Okay. The Emperor's head, now that he's come back, it does look like the shit emote, right? I thought you were doing a Bane. It's supposed to be a Goofy voice. The world can only have but one Emperor, and I am he. Oh nice, how are you finding Dragon Quest XI? We're alive, what are you? I know who you are, who are you? I am making beloved... I'm not making them sound like but psychopaths. Nice on armor, well done. Guys, if I could voice Goofy and Donald legitimately, do you think I'd be sat here working 9 to 5 in an office? Okay, I'm not in an office at the moment. No, I'd be in Square Enix, in the voice booths, doing the voice for Goofy and Donald. I can't help it if my vocal cords and my throatal muscles cannot extend to do a good Goofy or Donald voice. I'm sorry. You may have a little trouble spilling the blood of Ricard Highwind. In the spirits of Dragoons land me their stone. Ricard! Yeah, we get our little wyvern coming. Jeff, you need to voice Kev. I did actually say if we did when we do Final Fantasy VI, we will get Infinity on for Kefka. Because somebody has to do those jobs. Jeff for Kingdom Hearts 4. Thank you, Jal. I feel like they are crackheads IRL. True, true. Sorry, maybe not true. I don't know what you were talking about. Sorry, any crackheads who or any voice actors who. Sorry for voices of Disney characters. You are not crackheads, allegedly. Well, yeah. Any voice acting crackheads, I do apologise. What happened? You're the Dark Knight. Oh my god, of course it's Batman, isn't it? Fuck. Where is he? Where's Rachel? You best start explaining. The Emperor's risen from hell. Oh dear. Ricard died so we could escape. Ricard becomes Two-Face, right? Can you apply for a job? This clip will be used. Thank you. You have made an enemy of a crackhead voice actors community. You know what? We were talking about crack cocaine with Crippy, right? With Crippy crack. Really sarcastic bishop. Jeff's entire Twitch live. My Twitch clip library can be used for this portfolio. I have a good range of voices. I just choose not to use them. crack cocaine. My name is Michael Cocaine. I leave the decision to you. Woohoo! I like how he's like, Maria, Firion, what about Guy? What about Guy? This is the most versatile Bane voice I've heard, right? But yeah, we've got, well, Leon's dead, as per the cause. As powerful the cause, rather. But we've got a final party member. Leon has joined us. He is actually pretty proficient in everything, really. Let's say everything, but swords, axes, and spears. We will be changing him up a bit in terms of his equipment, but for now, I've got him with the Thunder Spear in this hand. And yeah, keep him as that. I'm not stoned off crack right now. Sir, do you like Jeff's phone voice? It's very good. Sod Leon, what about Min? I know that. In the PSP version, Cumber will probably know more about this because there's like an added mode where you can play as, I think you go to the afterlife and you get to play as Scott, Minwoo, Joseph and Ricard? Leon! Right. Okay, I guess we'll heal up first. Yeah, you do. It's quite cool because the Emperor's risen up from hell. You get to fight the Emperor in hell. It's a shame they didn't add it to this Pixel remaster because it's really good post-game content. But yeah, that's in the PSP version. I thought that was Bane. Thank you, Asma. See, that's what you guys should be saying. No, Jeff, your goofy voice sounds like Bane. Your Donald Duck voice sounds like a crackhead. No, you should be saying, oh, I thought that was a real thing. I thought it was a real deal. It was good. Thank you. For you. No! Cricken. Very good. So you're probably wondering, oh, what are you doing here? But we can get one of the best weapons in the game. Let's go do that now. Bit like them adding Hidden Palace Zone to Sonic 2 ports. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's nice on me. Oh, like Stormy Ascent in Crash 1, right? Hello. Yeah, sorry. I don't want to rub it in, but woohoo! Yeah, we get Excalibur. No, we don't get the blood sword. I do have a blood sword. Sorry, excuse me. Am I going to voice Shadow in? But yeah, the blood sword is the best sword in the game. I will use it for the final boss, but probably not until then. Okay. Got the defend on him. His evasion has dropped. I wonder if it's worth keeping the diamond. You know what? Fine, we can both have dragon armor. Why not? Gosh. It's going to voice Maria. yeah, we'll show off the achievements after Jasm, actually, because I did get them all off stream. There's one enemy that's a pain in the ass to get. I did get it off stream, and I'll show it off. I recorded it. And yeah, that's an ass to... like, unlike FF1, there are missable achievements in this. The bestiary, the chests, and... yeah, there's another one to get your one weapon skill up to level 16. To do that, I just got a weak enemy, used a blood sword, and kept hitting myself as Guy. So that's how I got his sword to level 16. I'll load that save up after. And yeah, to get the magic up to level 16, I just used Cure. So I used Teleport in, or I'd hit myself in battle, use Cure outside of battle to get its experience up, and that's how I did that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, actually, I should say for anybody wanting to go for the bestiary, if you wander around this area, you can come across the Mantis King. You might want to grab just to fill that out. And that's just before you go in here. So we're going to enter the final dungeons. It's one after the other. Did I heal? Yeah, I did. Before we go in, this scene actually, as we enter it, it looks really good. It really does. It's very impressive. We'll dive into it. I will make a save though before I do that. Oh yeah, that's the completed file. Yes, maybe it's not that good, but I was suitably impressed as we came down into this. So it's not too many chests to get. I think there's 14. Okay, I was going to say I think it was 10. Yeah, it can be a bit of a pain in the ass to get everything. I can't remember whether we want to... Yeah, I think we want to go right first, and then... but yeah, that's good to hear about Dragon Quest actually, Jasm, because I think as you're going through games, if you... Like, I wasn't too fussed about getting all the achievements, but I thought, okay, if it's easy enough, fine. But then it sort of puts you on edge, right? Well, if it leads to hell, I'm sure she doesn't mind. And we get the Abyss Worm. Easy. Yeah, I was very unsure what to give Leon actually. I just ended up giving him the essentially Guy's rejected equipment. Hey Sky, how's it going? Welcome in. It's a Jeff. It's a me, a Jeff Yarjo. Hello. Hope you're doing well today, Sky. Oh, Jasm, yeah, luckily the map feature in this makes getting the chest Malvers. You can see what they can do to you. Yeah, we've got Leon in the team. I know his favourite down to the left arm. I'm wondering if you... No, we'll keep it as is for now. Great Malvers did hear this. Fortunately. Yeah, this was the first appearance of Malba in FF2, I want to say. Enjoying it with the harder monsters and know what it's... Oh, that's a cool... Oh, is that in the game, or is that something you've added on, Jazz? For opening gold chests, I followed the official guidebook and just swear blind you will... Oh, that's annoying, yeah. Smoke that over. I won't smoke it, but we'll stab it. Yawn. I'm not supposed to die. You know what, actually? I didn't buy any, like, items or anything. I mean, we should be alright. I'm not gonna... You know, I've got 99 ethers and I don't think I'd use too much. Actually, on that, you know, best off using life, aren't we? Fine, I'll cure. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, in my practice, I actually bought like 99 of everything because that's so... I did mean to do that actually, but... silly, typical me, forgot. Should do a Malba voice. I'm a Malba. Don't pay me any attention. Hope that's suitable. Hellfire. do, do, do. Yeah, we're gonna get some pretty tough enemies down here, actually, folks. And there's some pretty tough bosses as well. Tom Waits. I'm not sure who Tom Waits is. Your breath sounds too good to be it. Oh, thank you, Sky. See? I've got nice breath. So it couldn't be a Malba. I'm a little hyped on sugar. Oh. Yeah, I'm a little hyped on cocaine. By that I mean Michael Caine. See, Malba looks so happy. Big toothy grin. Mark is a skid. Mark is not a skid mark. Okay, has anybody seen that movie? I heard Winnie the Pooh horror film is bad in a good way. Malba's happy to eat me and I don't want to be eaten. Oh, we've got a boss music here. Might be best actually. Yeah, I think we should be able to get in this next round. There we go. Blue Dragon, I played yet. It's not out yet. Oh, is it not out yet? Yeah, no problem. Enjoy the lurk. And yeah, thanks for popping by as always. Hey, Leon's sword leveled up. And we got the cat claws. Apparently the cat claws are really good to equip on your people who are proficient with fists, which Maria is. And when I tried it, it really didn't do that well. And I noticed it had the dagger symbol, so I put it on Firion, but I preferred the Ripper because of its additional damage effect. So I don't know whether I'm not equipping it right, but oh no, it's alright. Sky, I know time zones are frequently our enemy, right? But yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay, I think it's this top door. Yeah, as always, I'll upload my FF2 notes to a Google Drive if anybody ever wants to read them. Yeah, it sounds like a bit of a naughty bear to me. Okay, this is a pretty funky room. There's actually a store here as well. What I read all of cuss words Jeff used to describe Malborough. I would not curse Malborough. I'd describe Malborough as being a bay. I'd describe it as being lovable, huggable, smiley. Look at his big teeth. Squidgely. That's a good descriptor. Not tentacly. No. See, how can I curse that thing? It's an absolute darling. Anybody who says otherwise just can't. Look, there's 4 of them, even more to enjoy. Thanks for that, Cumber. Yeah, I'll check that out after. Hey, Mad Cat. Hey, Raiders. Like being tentacled and nibbled on. No, not nibbled on. That's Tom Waits. He's a singer with a very gruff voice, as is a heavy. Right, okay. And yeah, welcome on in, Mad Cat. Welcome on in, Raiders. How was Sonic? Is that the PC version of Sonic 06, or is it a fan game, or? Either way, I hope you had a blast, and yeah, definitely check out Mad Cat's really cool dude. Big fan of Grandia actually, and PC port of Sonic 06, right? You finished it and it's painful. Oh, well done. Yeah, it's great thinking of My Star as well. If changes to it to make it better, or does it end straight away? Yeah, we're just finishing up Final Fantasy 2 at the moment. Better or less shit? Yeah, well done on finishing it. Same difference. Okay, so there is actually a fight here. Never again. A fight in this chest, but we do get some. Yeah. So I'm tempted if we put on the damage race, get his evasion up. I should have healed before this. Okay, so King Behemoth. Yeah, I've not actually played Sonic 06 myself. I don't think I'd like it, to be honest. So, probably for the best. Right. So we've got Protect on, we've got Shell on. Let's get Haste on as well. Don't. Alright, I won't touch it. Project 06 or Sonic Spinball. I've got a soft spot for Sonic Spinball. I think that was because I played it as a kid. Nice to get the Rune Axe. Let's put that there. Let's put the Defender here. Awesome. Oh really? Yeah, I think I played the Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball on one of the collections. Like Sonic Mega Collection or something along those lines. Yeah, I never knew it was more valuable. So yeah, behind the waterfall, of course, there's a secret. You can buy some pretty powerful spells here. We did find these in drops. But I think this is the only place you can buy these spells. So just a bit of an FYI. I want to get rid of this parasite first, because that can drain your health and MP. The reason there's a valuable version is the original Genesis or the remix of the Sonic theme, but Sega of America didn't have the rights to use it, so it's okay. Right, yeah, I never knew that. Interesting. I was actually just checking what door I had to go down. Third door. Yeah, I imagine that remix will be on YouTube somewhere, right? Yeah, that's something else I'll have to give a listen to, along with Tom Waits. Get me out of here. Leon needs to catch up to a team. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Leon does start out pretty decent compared to you know, most people who join us. Like, he's doing good damage here. Yeah, it's only his health, but I think our health is far higher than it needs to. Oh! Look, he's chilling now, 1 HP. Oh, interestingly enough, that actually leveled up his HP as well, I believe so. Oh gosh, that version of Sonic theme is so bad if you look it up. Oh, really? Okay, now I've got to look it up. Jasm says it's bad, it must be shit. I guess it's swings and roundabouts, right? At least it's only 8 seconds. Oh, it's a shame. Guess we just have to record it even more times. Mega Drive Tetris. Right. Bad for something being shit is when Jasmine does not like it. It's true, though. It's true. Like, Jasmine, do you like sunshine and rainbows? No. Right, well, I don't either. It's rubbish. Yeah, I've heard about that version of Tetris. Awesome. So some pretty decent equipment here. We will be popping me shield on Virion. Again, originally I was wondering whether I wanted to have there's the Aegis shield. I was wondering whether we had Leon on the spears fully, but yeah, decided against it in the end. DJ Slopes. Oh, really? Yeah, no Slopes game room, right? I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Hey, Ubellion, how's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Harvey had to release games to accompany Sonic music. Oi, don't you be dissing my Sonic music. If you want a game that accompanies Sonic music, listen to sorry, I had to sneeze. Listen to Sonic Chronicles soundtrack. Jeff was gonna rage quit. I was. How dare you? Listen to Jeff sneezes. I hope I'm muting in time. So. Yeah, I have to get that sorted after this. Hey, welcome back, Alexa. Sorry for scaring you off earlier. Music is the best part. I mean, the music in Sonic is great. Can't deny that. Have you sneezed all over chat? Maybe. If you know what, Alexa, I think they quite liked it. Is this thing still going? Okay, well, we got a cheeky cure going. Just in case. Hey, there we go. Not a fetish yard, not unsanitary. My sneezes as I'm not a kink yard. I don't listen to the kinks. Jagger had a hit with compliments on your kiss. Oh shit, I put auto battle on. Cured everything. I mean, I guess we needed a cure anyway, so don't complain. Even though it just sort of did, but there we go. It's an accidental. Meh. I'm not a goat yard, though. That's a lie as well. Okay, we're almost done with this dungeon, folks. you'll be pleased to know. And we're into a final dungeon, which, if you've not heard the music to final dungeon of this game, you're in for a treat. And thanks for that. Meow! Thanks for that, sick meow slays. Much appreciated. It is an accident. It was an accident. I don't do anything. All my things are done purpose. On a purpose. Porpoise. Okay, I'm not a porpoise. So. Or pauper. Gimme. Trust me, no, I'm not a pauper. If I was a rich man. So I'm putting the protect ring on Firion because you can see it increases his defense, his magic defense, and it doesn't have any magic penalty either. You drop your shoe again, hands off my shoe. Get away from it. I'm not a pooper. I've never pooed in my life. Before you say, oh, but every time you speak, shit comes out. No, it doesn't. Every time I speak, gold comes out. Don't think I know what you were all poised at the keyboard, waiting for that. Like, I'm gonna say, yeah, but Jeff, you chat shit. I don't. I only chat non-shit. Did I poo today? Or are you just shouting because I smell shit? Not true. But we've got all the chests here, which is good. That's true. This is. I'm sorry, Alexa. I do apologise. Please, let's. Oh, I definitely smell shite. Poo as well. You know, I'd change your trousers, guys. I wasn't thinking about but GG's on self. But it wasn't a self burn, it's a preemptive burn. Preemptive response to a burn. A pre-sponse. It's got a Karen Dunbar reference. Who's Karen Dunbar? Shit, yeah, but Jeff, when you open your mouth, shit comes out. Shit does not come out my mouth. I used to work with someone that reckoned they barely ever did a number 2. Okay, I do shit. Not in my pants. On the toilet. She's a Scottish comedian and actor. Okay. Yeah, interesting. Sorry, Karen, if you're watching. Love your work. Cooking style chant. I will. Yeah, we will do a cooking stew one day. You might have to do remove command exclamation shit yard. Oh no, indeed, characters got turned to stone there. That's okay. What it means is it means more Asuma experience. Remove Jeff's kitchen. Don't remove my kitchen. I had an idea for a YouTube cooking show, but lazy. Oh. He needs that kitchen. I do need a kitchen. So I can be bitching in my kitchen. I'll Lilo and Stitching. And twitching. i.e. streaming on Twitch, twitch.tv. Oh, we're right near the bloody end of a bloody dungeon and get caught in the bloody battle. Bloody. He only cocks on the I do not cock on the floor. No. I apologise, cooks. Okay, let's get to his final dungeon. Now I might shut up for a bit to let you enjoy this. It's so good, and I had to ruin it with a bloody random encounter. Get me out of here so I can listen to his music. Didn't even get to why it's so good. Like, you might think, oh, this sounds alright, but... Right, just shut up here. Yeah, I think it's really cool. And yeah, this is actually a theme that gets remixed in. So, Final Fantasy IX has lots of callbacks to the early FF games, including FF2. I did mention earlier about Joseph. And when we get back to FF9, we'll explain that in a bit more detail when we get to it. But FF9 also has a dungeon called Pandemonium. And it has a remix of this song in it. So that's where that song originated from. You'll recall back. Hey Saru, how's it going? Oh, but man, dude, whoever remixed this song, I want to go up to him and thank them personally. Did a really good job. Oh, true. That's true. In the car, right? I've got 1 million gil, and I forgot to spend half of it on stuff. I believe there's 10 chests to get here. You want to wank? I don't want to wank them. I want to thank them. Yeah, so there's 10 chests, so not too many to grab. It can be a bit of a confusing layout. And yeah, some pretty tough enemies here as well. And we do have plenty of mini-bosses to come. Those who want an easier time with the mini-bosses, just equip the blood sword on the character. We'll do it for the Emperor, but yeah. Mythal Golems, they're weak to electricity. Get your thunder spells on them ready. If you see the Death Riders, get rid of them first as well. Exactly. Not even try to run away. I did a nice 2 damage there. I'm sorry, Alexa. Please, what can I do to make it up? No, you're not. Right, I'm sorry. I'm not a poo yet. Yeah, I think we get quite a few. There's a couple of shortcuts as well to take. Leon, help! Hey, Yale, how's it going? I'm coming in. Hope you're doing good today. Yeah, how's Resident Evil going? You're looking forward to the remake cloying. Hey Kendall, how's it going? Definition of cloying is to it's excessively sweet, rich, or sentimental, especially to a disgusting or sickening degree. Oh gosh. It's just about to say, well, I guess I'm pretty cloying, but I'm not cloying. I'm sickening. Looking forward to the remake. Nice. Keep insulting and taunting Niels and eating baby penguins. Oh, that's bullshit, that's bullshit, and that's bullshit. Yeah, I haven't bullied you. I haven't insulted you. I haven't taunted you, and I've not ate a baby penguin. He eats penguin. I don't eat penguins. I actually googled what penguin tastes like, and apparently it tastes shit. Demon snake ladies with knives. I know, right? The enemies here are all. I mean, it's a final dungeon. They're supposed to be awful, but to deal with, that is. It's extremely salty today. Not as salty as that penguin I just ate. Nom 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 nom. Wouldn't put it past it. I would not eat a penguin, man. Yeah, that's what I heard actually, Ale. Just didn't sound appetizing, so I did eat one. Well, no. You're just putting words in. You're putting penguins in my mouth. An Aldi puffin. I would not eat puffin. Horrific. An expedition to Sao Paulo died because they took very few supplies. Banked on eating penguins and it's inedible. Oh gosh. Okay, I'd eat watermelon pig. That's one thing I would eat. Moogles. If it tasted like a cherry bakewell with a cherry as a pop, yeah. I'd eat a Moogle. Quite happily. Or at least it's pom-pom. I think I want to go south of his chest here. I think that's the only chest on this floor. Yeah, and be careful of these curls as well. We've got one-hit attacks. Oh, Quiet, you eat no, we don't. Have you eaten a Moogle, Anthony? They wouldn't cry. They'd quite happily gift it to me. I reckon anything will be happy to go down my gullet. Hey PZ, how's it going? Welcome on in. Yes, I. To the left, to the right. All right, all right, all right. Hope you do well today, PZ. We're just finishing up Final Fantasy II. I remember Kill's been very difficult to fight in Final Fantasy 15. I had trouble with them. Merci. See, he's cultured as well. Fantasy. Yeah, want to get rid of that guy in the back on the horse, Death Rider. As I say, they can do pretty powerful attacks. The Eagles are a mix of moles and bats. Look what happened to the last night. Okay, fine. They'll leave the Eagles alone. Yeah, so there is a shortcut through this wall here. We'll cure Leon after. That can be his reward for surviving. Yeah, Peasy does music as well. Definitely check him out. Some good tunage. Okay, fine, Leon. You get rewarded with heal. As I say, our MP's really going strong at this point. How's everybody's weekend been anyway? You all had a good one? Been up to much? Or chilling? Let us know. Leon, I just healed you. Naughty. You get so much gil and you've got nothing to spend it on. Okay, so this is quite interesting. The third door from the left is the one that you want to go through, but there's some really good items through the other doors. You've been Octopathing. Now, yeah, I've seen your tweets actually, and yes, some of the images you've shared of it. It looks really cool. Yeah, glad you've been enjoying Octopath. And yeah, getting your housing contract sorted. Nice. Hope you good luck with that. Join us one day. I just won't get to it straight away, so yeah, it's not that I don't want it, it's just that I probably won't get to it. But, so I think that chest in the middle we get to from the second door. Trini, your neighbour invited you for American style pancakes. Nice. Yeah, no, that's good. Hope you enjoy catching up with your neighbour. And yeah, I take it, was it sweet pancakes then, or did you have savoury or both? Played Sunset Overdrive, bit of New Vegas, and started Dead Island. Tried with Pets too. Awesome. Yeah, I hope Pence is doing well, actually. I've not caught him in a while. Oh yeah, I'll have to try and make up for that if I do catch him. Fair enough. Superfood pancake, which was savoury, and I had regular Nutella and fruit one. Nice, that's cool. Peasy, why am I a stranger all of a sudden? Jesus! I even brought him fucking flowers as well. Liberties. Go fuck yourself next time. I pulled your paws out the ass. And just being busy. No, that's fair enough. And yeah, sitting on the couch, chilling. Sounds good. I'm not in a bush. Oh, monster. Oh, shit. I should have healed before this. Okay, so this is Zombie Bargain. Simply just cast Cure on him. Not too much to worry about. Going to June, I'm probably never... Oh, well, hope you have a fun time in Romania. And fingers crossed you do return in one piece. Yeah, but for getting these, you get some pretty good equipment. Genji gloves. I'm going to be putting the Genji equipment on Leon. That does some really good defensive boosts. And then we can get the actual best sword. And well, okay, Blood Sword will be the best sword by most people's standards in terms of getting rid of bosses. But if you're just talking about pure stats and not the additional effects, we're going to get the best sword. That's all the way through this. Giant enemy, the crabs. Oh shit! I should have used. Okay, I was just going into auto mode there. Yeah, you can see how much damage that thing does when it gets its... hands on you, so let's get rid of that straight away. Been on the Romanian news, really? As in, don't let this guy through passport control. Romanian Crime Watch. But yeah, I hope you have a blast there. I'm going to try not to fight too many giant enemy crabs. I don't... I'm a viral sensation in Romania. Oh, like, legit? That's so funny. Fair enough. Right, no, I thought he was just taking a piss, to be honest. Yeah, so you can see this wiggly wall. That's how you know to go through. And we get the Masamune. We'll get that on Guy. The Excalibur there. Now he's maxed out his attack. Put the Sunblade on you. Yeah, we'll go for double sword. You'll go viral for your Bane voice one day. No fair play. I don't use TikTok at all, so yeah, but I'll presume if I type in Peasy Romanian song or something, I'll find it, right? Think of Romanian gypsy music, we seem to love it. Fair enough. It'll be like the Jedward of Romania. Can be on Romania's Got Talent. Oof. Yeah, getting ambushed by these guys is pretty scary, to be fair. If you type PZ UK into Google, you'll find it pretty quick. Let's do that. PZ UK. Man arrested for crimes against humanity. Oh, there you go. Fair play. No, fair play. I wouldn't have thought you'd find your fame through singing Romanian anthems, but okay, copy that. Yeah. Hey Deep, how's it going? You got any of them Cupo nuts? We've got a dead Leon. But how was your stream? How's D&D? And yeah, well done on your Final Fantasy 1 speedrun as well. Yeah, hope that's going well. I saw you got pretty decent. It's Final Fantasy, why are there 2 of them? I'll tell you about the next few. Yeah, we're actually coming to the end of FF2. And yeah, glad you had a good stream, man. Our D&D went well. And yeah, feel free to stick about if you want to see some FF2 action. But you know, if you want this game to remain unspoiled, then yeah, you might want to avoid the stream because we will be getting to the end of it soon. And I should have healed it. Sure to do it next time. And you know what? I'm gonna do something that I never do. I'm actually gonna use an elixir. Just because the ethers only heal like 20 MP. Go do that. I'm best off healing first, aren't I? There we go. Yeah, so we've got cure to level 12, which isn't a bad thing, but it does mean that it will cost slightly more MP now. I can use that elixir on Vivian. Awesome. Here, look for Max as well. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, normally I'm very precious about using elixirs, but you know what? Sometimes I like to go a little bit wild. Okay. Just going to say through door number 2, but got these guys to deal with first. I think we're on the 4th floor at the moment. On this floor, you can come across iron giants. No, it's on the 5th floor actually. 5th and 6th floor. Sorry, so not this floor, but as we get through here. Yeah, iron giants that on floor 5, 6, and 7, possibly floor 8. I'm not too sure, but yeah, very rare encounter. I think I've read on the wiki it's like 1.6% or something like that. It did take me an hour or 2 to stumble across it off stream, but it's sort of like the equivalent to War Mech. Well, maybe not the equivalent to War Mech. It's not as tough, but certainly in terms of its encounter rate and stuff. I think it can flee as well, but yeah, I found it off stream, so I recorded that off stream. Oh, of course it would have healed up, wouldn't it? Okay, let's curve up. Yeah, I remember when I did 10, that the zombies took a... I seem to remember there's like a... I think it's P. Birdman who had a little map of encounter rates where they spawned in the Omega rooms. Came in really handy. Should have healed beforehand as well. Okay, so this is Tiamat. Again, can be a toughie. And again, I probably came in a little bit unprepared. Yeah, I will need to heal before most of these crates, chests, sorry. I think we're in good enough position to get through it though. Yeah, I probably should have done with like leveling up Curse a level or 2. I think that would have helped me. Get a shell on, and we'll do a wall as well. Upshot was, by the time I was done, I was up to my neck in money, which out with Yojimbo. Oh, did you? Yojimbo penance. I think that I did actually manage to save my Monster Arena and penance fod. Yeah, it took me like 6 attempts or something daft like that. So we've got wall or barrier. Barrier. I should have tried to inflict curse on it really. Let's see what Claire does. Yeah, it's such a long battle. It's I mean, you know, the strategy I used was just one that Danzgo 8 used. Alright, so for doing that we get the Genji helm, so we pop that on Leon. Deck him out in Genji equipment. Thanks, Jasmine. Okay, let's get out of here. Again, the shortcuts are really handy here. Yeah, we should totally have a night out at with DJ Peasy. One day. Hey, and Leon Sword leveled up. Awesome. Okay, so we've got to go through the last door now. Yeah, I think years Matt in the Zodiac Age takes a lot less time than the original FF12, where, you know, you're talking like a number of hours. Yeah, I didn't do Vercingetorix in 13, however you pronounce it. Didn't do too much of a post-game 13 stuff, if I'm being honest. Oh yeah, that's something that I'm looking forward to. Okay, and here we make it to the 6th floor. Yeah, just got the one chest to get. Yeah, I think penance would be the longest fight I've done in FF. Actually, the Adamantoise in FF15 took a while. What took me longer than bloody anything in FF15 was, and this was before they patched in like new rods and stuff. But at the time I had the best rod and best lore, and it's trying to get the ultimate fish. I think there were like 2 or 3 dead hard fish to get, and yeah, it's legit there for like 12 plus hours trying to catch this bastard fish. Oh, Adamantoise farming in FF8 flashbacks. Yeah, that's was that for Lionheart, I think. Anyway, next boss. Big Buzz. It's like something out of Franz Kafka. Luckily it dispelled us, but we didn't have anything to dispel, so that's alright. Protect. Seconds, you know, we drill at this point. Yeah, for one of the weapons. Got knocked away from a fight right when Adamantoise was nearly dead in 50. Oh, unlucky, man. Ozma prepped up forever. Yeah, I remember doing like quite a lot of dragon killing for Ozma. Ozma was a pretty tough fight actually because it's so fast paced. I remember trying to rob all the items as well, which took an age. Thank you, Penny. I think we'll get this done. 20 hours. Oh, sorry, what was 20 hours, you Bellion? Did say we'll try and get a curse going on. See where we can inflict it. I think the curse might be a slightly lower level. Oh, we got it anyway. Yeah, it's a very fast-paced fight, right? I did find it. I found Omega weapon harder. And the last bit with Genji armor. Nice. So, yeah, Leon's becoming a bit of a tank himself now. See, I like how he's been like chilling with the Emperor all this time. He's coming to our team. He's getting decked out in good equipment. He's got guys hand me down swords. You know, he's doing all right for himself. I think this guy will be weak against. I'll use Cured. I'll just use Blizzard across them all. But I'm guessing these bombs are gonna start self-destructing. Yeah, I remember it being pretty random with its moves. I think once you had the moves that could deal like quad 9 damage, like Steiner's Shock, the Dragon Crest, Vivi, Aiko, Quinner's Frog Drop, Zidane's Thievery, that sort of stuff. It's just a matter of whether you could get the hits in and heal up, right? These guys are put in my hands. Starts with the wrong move, you may as well start again. Okay, almost got all the chests here, folks. And yeah, not too far off the end either, guys. Oh, is that a stone golem? Oh, I thought. Again, we've had some shortcuts here to get to the chests and stuff, so. There's a buddy. Yeah, I think, again, I can only imagine in the NES version, this place being a pain in the butt. At least here we've got the auto battle, so we can speed matters up slightly. There you go, so we're going to get another fight. This one's against Astaroth. Now, he's a... I actually know this name from Soul Calibur. I think he's a guest character, right? I did remember having a bit of a kerfuffle against him. Hopefully we get through it alright. Yeah, I'm pretty freezing, to be honest, Cumber as well. Yeah, I need to check. Giant's done too. It's got to think it's not long until, I mean, again, mate, it's just sort of flying by time, like it almost. Oh, it can heal, right? That's hey, do blink. See whether I can get a curse on it. Nice. Oh, curse really does reduce its defense a lot. That's pretty handy. I remember when I was doing the Emperor, actually, I was barely doing any damage on it. Yeah, protect level up, but for doing that, we get the ribbon. We'll pop that on Maria. Sounds good to me. And yeah, that's there is another gap in the wall here. I think it's marked by the. Oh, maybe not. I was gonna say there might be slightly different colour tiles that mark it, but no, that does look like. Everywhere. Oh no, not Guy. Oof. Guy. Stop. Okay, well, at least he stopped. Okay, let's heal up Maria. Just installing Wolong, ready for it, dropping on Game Pass on 3rd of March. Only about 700 megabytes. Oh, really? What game's Wolong? Oh, I got a ribbon drop from that. There you go. Sweet. Get me out of here. That's the issue with just lazily putting on the auto battle. Distance of the Three Kingdoms Souls, like, right, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, so we've only got 3 more chests to grab, folks, and essentially 3 more floors to do. I guess 4, technically. So close to that. Okay, let's get rid of these guys first. So that we don't grab me. Get me rab. I think I messed up slightly there. Okay. But we got through it. Really. And we got more HP. Okay, so this takes us to the 7th floor. So yeah, folks, when I was going for the bestiary, it's this floor where I found the Iron Giant. I'll tell you where specifically as well. As I say, it did take me a while. I read some people that it took them about 5 to 6 hours. For me, it's somewhere about an hour and a half or so. And yeah, as I say, I did pre-record a video once I came across them, so I'll show off that video after the stream or after the game's ended. But it was sort of hoping that I'd come across it now. Actually, I'm not gonna spend that time to just show off one enemy. Yeah, so I searched along this row here, just went back and forth like this. As I say, it did take me a while, so, you know, don't be put off. You're going for that bestiary. I know the wiki was saying that it appears on floors 5 and 6. This is floor 7. I don't know whether it's just this version of the game that it appears on floor 7, or whether in other versions it appears on just 5 and 6. So yeah, but for the Pixel remasters, 5, 6 and 7 seems to be the go-to. Pink Puff was really rare in FF4 unless you had the alarm item. Oh, was that for the tail that you needed it for? Or was it some Genji equipment or something? Yeah, it's always a little bit of a pain. When it takes so long, right? Okay, so these should be the last 2 chests in the game. So we did get the, I got the achievement off stream, so there won't be anything popping up. But yeah, if you want all the chests, you'll be able to check through any of one of these dungeons that I've done. And we can get right to the end. In fact, after this floor, the 9 floors a piece of a breeze. There you go. Hellfire. Yeah, with that tail, right. Pink tail, it can drop, that gets you the adamant armor. Okay. There we go, blue dragon. I guess it will. Yeah, I think you can come across those King Behemoths here as well. Might want to keep an eye out for. Yeah, actually, when I was running for checking out the Iron Giants fights, I was fighting most of the encounters. I did start running, fleeing from them. From encounters just to speed up the process as well. 164 chance of a monster spawning and 164 chance of a right drop. Oh gosh. Yeah, that must take an age, man. And 1 in 64 isn't the worst chance, but then you add another factor into it. We've gone this way anyway, so put this down. Yeah, it must take an age. I will not be looking forward to that. But I think that'll take a save state. Oh right, so if you use the save state at say the beginning of a battle, does the drop get determined once you beat the actual fight, rather than predetermined at the. That's not too bad then. Awesome. There we go. You use the save state before using. Right, okay, there we go. Oh, right, so you didn't waste the. I get you. So I guess in this version I could quick save, use the alarm, and then do it that way. Okay, so this is the 9th floor. Yeah, there's not much to do here at all, actually. Just go through. It's pretty wacky, actually. It's sort of like we're out in. Oh, here's a King Behemoth, of course. Just come to ruin my day. Right, I think the first time we fought the King Behemoth, we didn't have a massive moon, right? So should be in a slightly better position to get rid of this thing. Woof. Thank you for the underwhelming woof. Awesome. Massive Moon. Hey, Self. Hey, Kisa. How's it going? How was Theatre Rhythm? Welcome in. We're just coming up to the end of Final Fantasy II, the best Final Fantasy, obviously. So yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled, feel free to leave now. But yeah, if you do want to hang out, feel free. And yeah, I hope you had a blast on Theatre Rhythm. Welcome in Kisa as well. We're just coming to the end. There we go. We'll use our last 2 elixirs. Why not? Okay. I want to equip the blood sword on Guy. Defender, just to get his evasion up. Okay, let's go for it. And yeah, Final Fantasy 2 is going well, thank you. As I say, we're actually coming up right to the end now. After this fight. Finished FF6, 10, 10-2 today. Oh, nice. Yeah, I really dig those soundtracks. I mean, you know, it's a Final Fantasy soundtrack. It's always good, right? But yeah, it's okay, so with a blood sword, this will be a piece of piss. Let's get to it. Your favorite battles of hell. Yeah. Yeah, have you been playing much of the Theatre Rhythm, Prinny? And do you play it as well, Keith? Or do you leave it to Self to boogie to? Yeah, with the blood sword, this should go down in a leave it to Self to being awesome. Ah, you can both be awesome together. So just leave Self to grieve. Protect. Haste done. This should be it. Some 13 lightning when your internet went down. Wanted to level up those guys. I unlocked in 13. Awesome. There we go. Yeah, folks, that's Final Fantasy 2. Finished the Fire Emblem Engage today. Oh, nice one, Kisa. Yeah. So you get for having a squid head. No, sometimes like games like, especially Fire Emblem Engage and stuff, I'm not very good with tactical games. Thanks, Dazem. And there'll never be another Final Fantasy ever again. I like how Leon's just stood to his side. It's finally over. Woohoo! I like how Gordon's just slid in there, right? I guess he's the new man. Well done, Gordon. Oh no. Yeah, I'm sure Scott is smiling down at you. Catch you later, Paul. Love the Three Houses romance more. Three Houses seems to have really took off for Fire Emblem. Why's Layla pegging me? Okay. Yeah. I think Layla and Leon are the only one in 4. Oh no, Gordon survived as well. Okay. Hello. There's Joseph. Yeah, right. It's like that cursed 4-player party slot, right? Yeah, it's a nice ending, isn't it, Jazz? I'd no idea if Fire Emblem turned up into his hottie ranch. I know, like more dating sim and SRPG. Oh, guy. Whoa. What is it good for? And all live in peace. Yeah, come on, Leon. Join us. Yeah. Yeah, as I say, I think. But Minwoo. I know. Minnie. Catch you later, Leon. There's Minwoo. I think it's that Sid, Ricard, and Joseph. And there's Scott as well. Sure as more who died. Ming Wu, Ming Yu, the Emperor Pandemonium. There'll never be another evil emperor again. Monsters plaguing the world, all vanish without a trace. Yeah, so peace has returned. Yippee! Wounds of war would mend. And the memory of those bitter days would fade. Yeah, I've got a very long memory, I'll have you know. One thing, I do like how, unlike in FF1, our feet does actually get remembered. Because I think FF1 was like, and everybody forgot. All my hard work turned to nothing. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy II, all done and dusted. And yeah, I think overall, I'd still say this one's my least favourite Final Fantasy, but I do really like it. So it's not to say it's shit, it's just to say it's not as good as the rest. But yeah, we'll be seeing why I like with soggy biscuits. We'll be seeing why I like Final Fantasy 3 a little more than 2. That'll be coming when we next get to a Final Fantasy game. I will upload my notes as well, my Final Fantasy 2 notes to the Google Drive. Soggy doggy biscuit, not my soggy doggy biscuits. What else was it gonna say? Yeah, so the next RPG is what we'll be tackling is Tales of Symphonia. Never played that before. Well, okay, I played a tiny bit just to make sure it ran alright. No, I think it is underrated combat. I do really like Final Fantasy 2. I think the leveling system, although maybe it didn't gel well with everybody, I think it's very innovative. I'm glad that we did take the risk, even if it didn't pay off as well as it might have done, certainly in my eyes. The story as well for a 1988 game, or 89, I think it's 88, it is probably amongst the best, right? So GG, no. Thanks Ash, thanks Sitmuse. And yeah, I think there's a lot to like about Final Fantasy 2. I'd certainly say, you know, if you haven't played it, get to it. Don't let it sit on your playlist. I guess don't be put off by it. And you know, I feel like it's Donkey Kong Country 2 next. We will do Donkey Kong Country 2. I'd probably maybe thinking after. Once we've done the Mega Man Zero series, we'll have a bit of a break from Mega Man, so I might get it in between them. So it will be this year. Yeah, I think there's Donkey Kong Country 3 as well, right? But yeah, Tales of Symphonia will be next. There isn't going to be a stream next Sunday. But before you start crying, thinking, oh, what am I ever going to do on Sunday? Plenty of other people streaming. Eckhard, Self, Research Ninja, Apple, and you know, Ink, I think, tends to do Sundays. So, you know, there'll be other people to watch. But we will be doing Tales of Symphonia on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. That's the 28th, to make up for the lack of Sunday streams. So, yeah, it would probably do 2 or 3 hours on the Tuesday. Not you, Jeff. Oh, well. Donkey Kong's cock tree, not the cock tree. Oh, sorry, I know what you said. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, that's been proper thick there, Cumber. Hey Benji, how's it going? Welcome on in. You've come just in time for credits. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I think we'll let these credits play. I feel like these guys deserve the credit, right? So yeah, do any of you guys have any thoughts on Final Fantasy 2? Have any of you played? We do have a tiny bit left to come after the credits, Benji. Something that I do want to show off. So yeah, just have a bit of a chit chat whilst the credits are rolling. But yeah, how are you doing, Benji? Have you played much Final Fantasy before? Ever like Donkey Kong Country? First it's okay, but the other two can get me see. Oh, I didn't mind Donkey Kong Country when I played it. Yeah, I found it surprisingly tough. Only play FF7 series and Tactic. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, I've got this book by the FF Union YouTubers. And it smells so good, man. Buy it for the smell. It does have a little bit on FF2. I suppose I shouldn't read it in case anybody wants to buy it. Yeah, I mean, it does sort of... I've seen whether it had any interesting tidbits. Yeah, it's sort of got a bit on every single game that's been released. Yeah, apparently Famitsu awarded the game a 35 out of 40. And FF2 sold 50% more copies than Final Fantasy 1 back in the day in Japan. Yeah, apparently English version of FF2 was in development, but it ended up getting cancelled, so Final Fantasy 2 wasn't released until the PlayStation 1 version, I believe, in Final Fantasy Origins, in the West at least. Don't trust Famitsu, they seem very corrupt. Oh, really? I want FF Pixel remasters on because I have heard that they're bringing them to consoles self. I think certainly rumours. I don't know whether there's anything concrete. But hasn't he got both style and grace? He does have style and grace. Stay slaying. Hey Apple, how's it going? Oh, thanks for GG's. Hope you're doing well today. How goes Mech Arena Robot Showdown? Views are all over the place. People some. So you don't make that. No, that's fair enough. I think. Yeah, if you're not following, Apple is actually streaming at the moment. Definitely check him out. Ooh. Let's give it up for the European Commercial and Publishing Services. Woo! Go Cindy! Aaron Ben doing a good job. Bend it like Aaron. Justin Gaffney, I'm sure you did an excellent general management. Tim Schilder? Nice job organising that playing community. Sean Badassi, like your name. Bastian Spiegel, now that's a good name, I like it. He's got name of the game so far. Delia Lange, nice one. Okay, well done on representing Square Enix support. Liam Ross directing PTW International. Don't know what they do, but yeah. Well done on localizing QA for Cindy. Cindy Moonza. Tatiana Dionisiva. Good name, like it. Bruno Diaz. Brazilian Portuguese language support. Well done for supporting that Brazilian Portuguese language. The Thai language support, Shu Komatsu. Good stuff. Square Enix Holding. Give it up to Hironobu Sakaguchi. It was actually the creator of Final Fantasy. We've got Tetsuya Nomura as well. Familiar names. Hi Jeff, wanky wanky wanky. I'm not wanky wanky wanking though. Hi, I'm Jeff, wanky wanky wanky. I'd never. Local heroes worldwide. Exactly. Don't want to see Jeff wank anything. Exactly, Benji. Exactly. Wacky wank. There's no wacky wankies. Can you not be glad that we've reached the end? Okay, awesome. Let's save that over save slot 13. So, before we continue, show off this save data. There's not much else that I did different here. I think we'll be a few million short because I did actually spend money. Okay, we've got 3 million. Yeah, I guess higher HP and stuff, but our stats. So I got Guy's sword up to level 16. For that, I got the blood sword. I just kept hitting himself, and that's how I leveled that up. For Firion's cure, I got that to level 16 just by hitting myself, curing outside of battle, rinse and repeat. So that's how I did that, and that's how you get 2 other trophies. Other things that I wanted to show off, if we get to the title screen. Wanky races, maybe. I'm not a twerk yard. No. So we've got these extras. We've got like a little gallery and stuff. Guess you can show this off, right? I'll go through it pretty fast, but I do really like the artwork that we do for this. There's Firion getting his legs out, his great legs out. Maria, Guy, everybody's favourite beaver whisperer. Time to get some yog. Oh, enjoy your yog. Yeah, this is Minwoo. There you go. There's your bay. Everybody's favourite. Let's hide this text. Joseph, good guy. Gordon, Layla, everybody's favourite pirate. Rickard, Hilda. It's always so, like, it uses splashes of different colours. It looks really groovy, doesn't it? See, I do proper think this looks like David Bowie there. Minwoo had a boob window. Oh, I didn't see that. Sid, Paul, Borgin. Why's Borgin got so much art? I guess this will be the monster art, right? It's been, yeah, it's cool how they managed to bring this to life in the pixel art, right? Hey Rotom, how's it going? Really hope there's a drawing of Benji. Yeah, the Emperor's looks really groovy, doesn't he? Gatos, remember him, Chimera, Deathflower. I won't keep us too long here, but I think it's worth showing off, isn't it? I did actually want to show off a bestiary as well. Imp. Malbra, my bay. Hope you're doing well today, Rotom. How's it going? Ooh. Death Rider. Scary. Wood Golem. Sphere. Thingite. Goblin. Bomb. Froggy! Soldier, Wizard. Kills. I never liked them either. I was just such awful to deal with. Giant, Beelzebub, Astaroth. Yeah, these final enemies, the final sort of bosses, look really groovy too. So yeah, that's all the art that we have. Music player, you can listen to music. Bestiary. This is actually pretty groovy. So it tells you where all the enemies are. If you're missing any enemies, then you can check for them using the question mark. But one thing that is, yeah, Iron Giant, that's a pain to find. You can drop some really good equipment, including Excalibur, apparently. I got the Genji gloves from it. And it says it spawns in J Passage, but it's actually Pandemonium. But one thing you can do is you can go and display map. And it gives you like this... I feel like... So you can click on areas and it'll tell you what enemies spawn there, right? Yeah, you can sort of go around the world map. It's really groovy and just check out the different enemies that appear in different places. And yeah, you can speed it up. It doesn't really give you a map to see where you're going. So you sort of have to know where you are in relation to anywhere. But yeah, I think it's pretty groovy, right? Yeah, well worth checking out. So, yeah, as I say, if you just click on the dungeon. Right, so the last thing I did want to show off is the Iron Giant. So this is going to be some pre-recorded commentary. So we'll close this off. And then, if you bear with me, I'll get the video up. Video. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll mute up, and then you guys can enjoy. Let's turn you up here. I thought we'd show this off, just recording. It took me an age to find it, and I guess this sort of counts as a boss now. Let's see how we get on with it. So I want to cast Protect, Berserk, and yeah, this was something that I was looking to find so that I could complete the Bestiary. Luckily we got a preemptive attack actually. It was taking quite a while to stumble across. So I don't think it's too tough. I think it does have a chance of running away though, which is why I want to get rid of it as soon as possible if I can. It is weak to lightning. So hopefully I might be able to do it here. Awesome. Yeah, as I say, that is just to sort of show off the Iron Giant itself, and yeah, probably yeah, we'll pop that onto the stream tomorrow. I think you can get some good equipment from this. Genji gloves, there you go. And just as a bit of a, yeah, I will mention this on stream, but this is the area where I found it on the 7th floor Pandemonium, just by these pillars here. So yeah, this is going to be us done. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining in. Much appreciated. And see Daisy. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. So let's find somebody to raid Rooney. And yeah, as I say, this next Sunday stream will be Tales of Symphonia, but we'll be doing that on Tuesday this week. So yeah, no stream next Sunday. But yeah, that's been Final Fantasy 2. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks, Oten. Thanks, Spinny. Thanks, Sick Muse. We'll raid over to Research Ninja. Just doing some Fire Emblem. So from one sort of kind of RPG to another. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Alright, bye everybody. And yeah, for those still sticking about, have a good one. Cheers.